I read somewhere that a number of things run through the experts' responses of why celebrity marriages crash. Things like temptation, adoration, ego, and opportunity. Perhaps they are what outweighs someone's desire to be loved by that one person. As a result, being a celebrity sharply increases your chance of a failed marriage. On this episode of Let's Talk, I will be looking at, or basically, we will be looking at the topic, why do celebrity marriages fail? Hello and welcome to Let's Talk. My name is Olujoke Musako and I am joined by my dear colleague, Morenikeji Sobaloju. She is a broadcast journalist and on-air personality. But before we delve into the program proper, I'd like to remind you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on all of our social media platforms, and continue to watch, like, share, Let's Talk. Thank you. Thank you so much, KG, for coming on the show.
Nice being here, Joke.
It's nice having you. So, how do you see the entertainment industry?
Oh, well, according to records, the entertainment industry perhaps is the highest job creating channel or platform today across the globe. We have a number of persons, talents coming on board every day, showcasing their God-given talent. And by so doing, a lot of people have been able through that put food on their tables and reducing the pressure on white collar job. So to say that entertainment industry is the job creating industry, it's to say the least.
So, how would you describe the older generation of entertainers and the younger generation of entertainers?
When you look at the practice, you realize that if you say the older generations of talent or the entertainers are those who actually lay the foundation, like they say, they actually, prepared for the younger ones are where they're getting the water from and they're living with now. The older generation, you will see a lot of difference from what they do and the practice then and now. In the past, the way they do filming, the entertainment industry in general, it's a lot of there are a lot of difference in what we have today. Basically, we'll be talking about looking at the advent of technology, advancement in technology and all of that has got a lot to do with the difference that you can cite between what was obtainable in the past and now. Then you recollect the likes of notable entertainers talking about Baba Ogunde here in Nigeria, Adea Folayo, and the likes of them. They go to the location with the family, they actually employ people to do the job. Rather, they have their family members, the crew and cast. But nowadays, you hardly see the father and the mother, taking part in a particular movie. It's either the husband is entertainer, a Nollywood star, or you have the wife doing another thing. So we can see a lot of meaningful development in the industry nowadays. But you can't forget the fact that the quality of films that preaches norms that corrects and right the wrongs in society, it's actually diminishing, and so sad.
Hmm. Now, it's actually it won't be a good thing if we actually limit it to a particular area, and we know that entertainers are basically all around the world. Now, I want us to go into the aspect of their marriages. We know the Western world is actually different from Africa and Nigeria in particular because the way things are done in the Western world is different from how things are done over there, and that is why celebrity marriage crash. It's something that always get to people, maybe because of our upbringing and the culture that we are made out from. Now, it is obvious that the older ones stay longer in marriage than the younger ones. Why is it so? Now, looking at Nigeria or Africa as a case study.
All right, Joker. I said earlier that in the past, these older generations of talent, particularly here in Nigeria, they have their family as their cast and crew. It was so difficult for them to engage people to work for them. Rather, they go to locations with the wife, with the kids, and they make them to do one thing and act a character or the other in their movies. Nowadays, I would say, like you rightly said, in the Western world, we've had crashes in several marriages. You talk about Chris Brown, you talk about Jay-Z, you talk about several of them like that have had issues in their marriages, celebrities coming to say that, today I am Mrs. So, I'm married to this person, and tomorrow something is happening again. Like it's becoming a norm here in Africa. It's especially in Nigeria that I can talk about, and it's so unfortunate because when you look at it, you wonder why they actually, decide to enter into the marriage at first. Because you enter into a marriage to me is it's a lifetime thing that everybody wants to enjoy. There are lots of reasons why it's ordained by God. It's something that God, it's a norm. It's a normal thing for us to do. Where family comes together, a woman and a man comes together, except in the rare occasions in some occasions where we have, a man and several other women, and you're talking about polygamous and all of that. But nowadays, it's so unexplainable. I don't know how to explain the crashes we have in marriages that is so common among celebrities today. The reason behind this, one would not know. They want to come up today and tell you that. I think they are seeing it. It's becoming a fashion, so to say, like a tradition. You are not sure of which of the marriages will last longer. Those that you're talking about that are still together today in nowadays talent are those ones that are, is either they are just thinking of managing it within, they don't want to make it public, but you find out that there's always a crash in their marriages. In the past, this our older generations of talents, they believe that they held on to the structure, the family thing. They want to talk about it and make it that okay. I am an entertainer today. I have my wife on board. I have my kids in the movie. If they are no more with me, then it means I am losing something. I can't do the movie all by myself. I need the cast and crew. And these are my family. I have my wife. I have my kids. I have to do everything to maintain this. And they have been able to sustain this for a very long time. And really, in the past, it wasn't like that. We don't have Ogunde saying, I'm no more interested in my marriage. You don't have the idea of Olayo saying, even though they have as many as possible wives they want to think about. But today, I don't know, it's becoming a norm, and it's so saddening. One cannot really attribute this to a reason.
Okay, let's quickly go on this break, and when we come back, we continue from where we stopped. Please stay with us. Welcome back. The program is Let's Talk on DNTWOK. If you're just joining us, the topic has been why do celebrity marriages fail? And I've been speaking with Morenikeji, Sobaloju, an on-air personality. So let's continue from there. Thank you so much, Katie, for standing by.
Thank you, Jackie. You're welcome.
Yeah. So what are the factors that we can say or you can say is responsible for incessant divorce in the industry and them going into other marriages, like you see those who are also marrying, we see those who are actually marrying more than one wife, and or becoming second wives despite their exposure and status. We know that the older generations, maybe due to the fact that during those days they can marry more than one wife. We know, like you said, about Ogunde. Ogunde has more than one wife, but not he didn't divorce any of them, and they actually were all together. But in this time and age, despite all the exposure, the 21st century, the inflation, so many factors that could actually stop someone from going that far. You see them do the same thing. Why?
Well, Joker, I said earlier that the reason behind all these things, I can't really, say there's a particular reason, but to an extent, one can still look at it from the perspective, nowadays you can see that stardom, the way today, the way this generation says stardom is different from the way older generation says it. They come on board then back in the days for passion to showcase their talent. But nowadays, this is just to make a fame, this is just to become popular, this is just about coming out and to become a public figure. That's all. I think this entertainment industry and the celebrities, I think this is the major reason why some of them want to come on board and say, I want to do this. The reason why they want to show off is now having a lot to do with their marriages. Let me take Funke Akindele's case, for example. Funke Akindele is a very beautiful and energetic superstar, Nollywood actress who has been able to, carve a niche for herself in the industry. No one can say that she's a bunch of talents. Yes, she is. Give it to her. And she's got a lot of issues when it comes to marriage. And at the end of the day, she was able to settle down with, another celebrity. To manage the fame that comes along with you marrying a celebrity as well. Fine, the guy, to an extent, one can say, matching the fame will be like a 60 to 40% for Funke Akindele, who is trending, and for JJC, who is kind of let me say, but coming closer, is going closer to the older generation of entertainers. Because if you're looking at what JJC does in terms of music, you hardly could say he's one of the trending talents nowadays. But be that as it may, for Funke Akindele, I think Funke find it so easy to. She got carried away. So to say, I'm sorry. I think she's becoming she's getting carried away with the fame that comes with the name Funke Akindele. She's a fantastic superstar. But there are a lot of difference between marriage and stardom. Your home, what you do at home, what how you tend to manage home is different from my, because there's nothing you can really say or how you can be able to manage it that one will not affect the other. You have to draw a plan. You have to make sure that, okay, my fame is not affecting my marriage. But from some quarters, it is believed that these celebrity divorce, these celebrities marriage crashes, sometimes it has a lot of undertone that some of them want to do this for the purpose of you know having more, like, maybe to gather more followers, to do and become more popular, more and more. But I don't think this is it. Lately, there was a viral picture of Funke Akindele coming to contest as a deputy governor of Lagos State. And some people have the belief that the husband also had the intention to contest again. Probably they both come together and say that we can form this divorce thing, that their divorce noise is not real, that it is for a purpose. But I don't know how far that is true. Management sometimes is what is lacking in the marriage of our celebrities today. Some of them find it hard to actually manage. The intention is not clearly stated. If my intention is to hold my home, I will do everything humanly possible to hold that. Look at the older generation that I talked about earlier. For them, they want to own a family and they want to make their business, the profession, a family profession. They want to transfer the talent from a generation to the other. They want the wife to be part of the production. They want the kids to also be in the cast and the crew. So in that wise, it will be difficult for a man who wants the entire family to be part of his production to actually fight the wife, or he will put a lot in it to actually manage it. But when there is lack of management, when there is lack of intent and understanding, then we will be having marriage crashes. We have a lot of them that I can't be mentioning here. And this is Nigeria, the world we are living in now. It's like a world of anything can happen. We can do as I like. Because if not that, we have the Messi Aigbe here in Nigeria. Because I will always talk about Africa and I will always take Nigeria as an example, because this is where I live and this is where I see things happening, and this is where I record most of these marriage crashes, the issues on the front burner. This is where I record most of them. So now you recall recently a Messi Aigbe who was alleged to have entered into a marriage with a supposed friend of the family who is also married, who was married, and you see different pictures of this lady flaunting the guy, and these celebrities are not seeing anything so bad in what they do. They see it as a normal thing, and they move on.
Mm.
So I would say that the celebrities marriage crash and what we have having today is something we are just coming to live with, and so to an extent it has come to stay, and I don't know what I don't know what to really say about it, because it's like something that is becoming a trend, and it's trending. It's trending. A lot of them want to have a marriage to flaunt today, and tomorrow they say the marriage is over and they move to next stage of life and they want to just continue like that. And none of them is ready to listen to anything. No, nobody is giving them advice. Nobody is telling them. And like what we used to have, Baba Ogunde that I cite as an example, it's a very good example for any younger generation to look at and think about. When they were laying the foundation, they were not thinking of I'm not sure they were dreaming of marriage divorce or marriage crashes, because they had they did all they could then to manage the home, and the home front was strong enough to get them going. The Baba Ogunde will marry from a community whereby if the wife is misbehaving, it is easy for him to say, oh, this woman is doing this, and probably call the family to intervene. But today, I'm not sure the Funke Akindele wants to report the husband to any family, or the husband is ready to report Funke Akindele to any family. The stardom made them how do I put it? They are on top of everything. They are island, yes. It made them an island to an extent that they do things, and they don't want to say this is the advice I want to listen to, and they
So,
care less.
okay.
Yeah, let me put it that
In
way.
other words, would see that their separation is a scam due to their different political ambitions. And now let me quickly chip in that of Tonto Dike too, who is also contesting as deputy governor, I think, of Rivers State. We see a whole lot of actors and actresses venturing into politics. I guess that's the next level.
See, we are clamoring for youth participation in politics to actually it's a belief now that that's a road to reshape the democracy. But when you're not looking at it from that perspective, it does not matter the profession, it does not matter the personality, it does not matter you being a celebrity. The more you think you have a lot to offer, even if you're a celebrity, what does it matter? So I think that is what is playing out among our celebrities today. Desmond Elliott has been in the House of Assembly. He was there. I think he lost this last election, if I'm right. My memory is serving me right. He lost this last election, but then he was once a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly. We have a series of them. Banky W vying for House of Representatives, also from Lagos State. He's got the ticket now under the People's Democratic Party, PDP. We have a lot of them now vying for different political positions. It is not about them being a celebrity anyway. We should also look at it from the angle that these guys are youth, and we're looking for reliable, resourceful youth who would take on from where our leaders and who would even do better than what they are doing today. So because it's just a pity that we lack that institution here in Nigeria, in Africa. It's so difficult to institutionalize things like this. If not, there should be a process whereby we have, youth taking through the procedures, taking through the nitty-gritty of leadership positions. And before you know it, before you get to this particular time, one can say that, okay, this has been through this tutelage. He's good as a minister. He will be good as a commissioner. He'll be good as a governor. And like that, like that, like that. But then, since we don't have that, you can't sit down at home and expect a magic. You have to come out and, make your voice heard. So I think for the celebrity, beyond being public persons, being a public figure, they also don't want to be they also don't want to lag behind, because we all need someone. We need people. We need you who also contribute their own quota to better the lots of the country, especially here in Nigeria. So I don't see anything bad in that idea. If that is the way to go now, well, good luck to all of them.
As long as their intentions are good.
Yes, as long as they have good intentions to better the lot, and make the drive the country better than they think it's been driven.
Thank you so much. Do you have any other thing to add?
Well, I only say my word of advice to our youth out there. It is a clarion call to all of us. We have some section of youth who are under the professional calling of being a celebrity, coming out of their shell today to say that I can contest for this, I can contest for that. And to an extent, we've had a lot of them doing well, if not 100%, but at least they're performing like above average of expectation. So I would advise the youth out there to also, make our voice heard. Let us come out and say, and let the country, let us contribute our own quota to ensure a better nation, a better Nigeria, and a better, society. And again, on the other hand, to our celebrities, I would say that whatever you do, don't forget that good virtues, because the legacy you lay now will go a long way to speak volume after you. We have a lot of these older ones who are no more today, but we lay credence to them. They have become a point of reference. If you want to talk about anything entertainment today in the world, there are some satirical, personalities that you will always want to mention. These are the people who laid the foundation where they are building on today. So we should also try as much as possible to build on that, and make sure that the generation coming behind also they also meet something, and they have them to to talk good about their legacy as well. And making marriage work has to do with understanding. It takes two to tango. If you're in a marriage, please have the mind that this is a marriage, and I am a role model to thousands of younger ones. If I am not doing it rightly, then there's a there's tendency for those one coming behind to also make such a mistake. So then make sure it works fine. Make sure everything works out, and make sure you are able to lay that legacy for the generations coming behind to emulate. Thank you so very much, Joke.
Thank you, Keji. It's nice having you. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
Nice being on board. Thank you so very much, Derek.
And thank you too for being part of the show. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Talk on DNTWOK. So please remember to always share our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Until next time, when I come your way again with another exciting topic, I remain Olujo Kemasaku. Bye for now.